I am the Systems Continuous Improvement Lead here at Shaftesbury. So I manage most of the operational systems, including Log My Care, which is why we're here.
You first reached out in 2018 now.
Yes.
But yeah, tell us a bit about your selection process and how you ended up choosing Log My Care.
So I was given a brief by our Director of Operations at that point to investigate getting a new system, specifically in our supported living services. You rang me quite early on in the process, which was a great introduction to Log My Care. But we were really sold as well on the fact that it just works. It needed very little setting up. There was obviously some configuration that needed doing, but very little. It's been the kind of system that we could introduce a new member of staff who hasn't worked in care before to, and within a day or two they can pick it up really quite quickly.
It helps us access information as fast as possible. Like, you get to do things on the go, writing actual things happening at that particular moment. Unlike them days when we use papers and all the rest of them, it just makes things easy, actually, to be honest. I think it's one of the best things that's happened to us in the care industry, actually.
I really rate Log My Care. We used a different system before in some services. I couldn't get my head around it.
Yeah. We needed our service for that as well, didn't we?
Yeah. It wasn't user-friendly. Those services really liked that system, and I was like, no, you need to move on to Log My Care. It's such an amazing piece of technology, and because it's so easy to use and because it's there on an app, I think people have just took to it. It's made a huge difference in our services, and I think I'm really grateful for it.
I'm a very sociable person. I like being up about everywhere, and I like taking my clients out, to show them how it is and how it works, Take pictures of whatever it is that you're doing at that particular moment. Like if she goes for a bowling, or when she's dancing for a disco or singing at karaoke. As long as I'm concerned, that question, can I do it again? It's positive for me. Yeah. Actually, it's amazing. Yeah. I have evidence capturing her, dancing her life, making all them dances, doing everything, and you're seeing it there, and she's seeing it there, and she's like, is this really me? You're like, yes, champion, this is definitely you. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, that question again, can we do it again? Please, So for me, that's a positive.
She's just come on fabulously, and she's as much a credit to that as the team is. And I think because the staff were proud of what they were achieving, Michelle could see the pictures of what she was doing, which is the difference as well. Now she'll look through, can you send a picture to mum and dad? And then she puts it on Log My Care, and she knows who's seeing it. And she wants to do better, which means the team want to do better.
Yeah. We love pictures and videos.
Yeah.
I remember staff who weren't really tech savvy were a bit concerned, and they picked it up no bother. They were great on it and make some of the best logs, really.
So has Log My Care helped your team free up time to spend more time with people and less on paperwork?
In less than, not up to an hour, I was done with 2 months report, and I just sent over, and that helped us to make objective decision and around her medication.
Support plans and risk assessment wise as well, you were quite responsive to that now, and the changes are immediate, like Gemma mentioned before, and the staff can access that and they can see they've got the red dot if they haven't read the support plan or if there's been a change. So as soon as they go on shift, they just have to look at their phone and they can see something's changed, I need to read that, which is brilliant.
My title is a Director of Supported Living and Community-Based Support. So my patch is geographically quite big, and I oversee the supported living services. We needed to look at something that was fit for purpose, efficiency, cost savings, and we wanted to look at somewhere where we could get away from the database and have something central, and also to standardise things. And we could monitor things, we could have KPIs, dashboards, and again, it also helps with the regulatory inspections. So it wasn't just around user-friendly, it was also to see how could the people supported be involved in the care planning, risk assessments, goal planning. So there's a lot of things that we took into consideration, not just around user-friendly of the system.
Yeah, how do you manage to use data in your organisation to be more proactive?
We've got a lot of KPIs. So for example, if we have a number of safeguards or we have a number of incidents, accidents, behaviours, we can take the trend analysis from that and reports from it to look at trigger points from when we've had behaviours, what's what's happening in an incident, how's it happened, is there a lessons learnt here? We can also look at why is this happening, is it different in a different location, why is it different, yeah, so that again that can tell you different things. Is it a staffing issue? So there's a number of things with the system that it can do with when we do an analysis on it.
One of the processes that we're quite happy with has been the goals. Normally in our process, that would be getting reviewed or created and then reviewed in monthly key worker meetings. We'd have paper to record that, we'd have paper to set it out, paper to review it, and then we'd have a new sheet of paper every month. You know, you'd have to store somewhere in the files, but we all know what happens to paper. Paper has a habit of developing legs, and you'll find it in other places. So it's just been really great to kind of go, the entire process is now on Log My Care. The way that you can break it down makes it easier for both our staff and the people we support to track, going, you know, how are we doing, to it all from a dashboard, which is amazing for all of our needs, really.
We've been able to use it to support people that achieve better outcomes, better staff morale. We've used it in local authority audits, CQC inspections.
People are capturing when people have had the medication, the personal care, when they're going on outings, the goals that they've achieved. So we're seeing more detail than we ever did. I've recently been doing newsletters, so when I can go back, I literally just filter and look on activities or put picture in, and it just brings up all the pictures, and I'm able to download them and then complete the newsletter. We weren't able to do that before, were we? And I think it's made our lives easier, but it's made it more beneficial for the services as well.
So would you say it's reduced quite a lot of stress and pressure?
100%. Yeah, it has. It has. We have to be here for 12 hours. When the night staff comes in, they're going to go back to what we've done. You understand? If there is any medical report, if there is any... Basically, everything we've done today is going to be in the general handover. Thanks to our manager, we've got like a to-do. She created a to-do list, so there is no way you're going to forget anything.
Kind of like a proactive way of reminding you of what to do. And even when you're preoccupied, it's there and it's prompting you, like you haven't done this, and it's got a red asterisk sign there reminding you
to do
that
it.
you haven't done it. So you have to do it. I don't know, it's amazing.
It really is. It's helpful.
It is. Yeah. Not just the to-dos, even some of the things like an incident report, you know. Sometimes even when you're finding it difficult to find the actual way of describing, you just see when did it happen, where did it happen, what time did it happen. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it kind of like narrows it for you, so that way you know exactly how to go about it instead of just being like bogus everything. I don't even know where to start from. So she's great.
What would you say to someone who's considering switching to Log My Care?
I think do it. I think if you want efficiency, if you want quality assurance and governance, absolutely do it. Regulators like it, and you know the feedback we've had from them and all stakeholders, including families, people we support and staff, has been very positive. It's been a positive journey so far.
It's very clear what it does. You tap on a button, it will do what it says it will do, which is really important, particularly in care, where our focus is the people we support, not our systems.
I don't know. To be honest, right now I don't think I can do without Log My Care.